there's going to be still twists and turns. I'm convinced by it. We've got Champions League football to play. You know, the two teams, Manchester City and Arsenal, got tough games. They're going to be, maybe if they pick up a couple of injuries, what that can do to the team. You maybe tinker with what you're trying to do. You're trying to manage a Champions League win and also the Premier League. The managers are going to play a big part. Jurgen's done it, Pep's done it, Mikel Arteta hasn't done it yet. But having looked at it with the point, you know, obviously much better goal difference, and the point with Arsenal
have a better goal.
I feel you have to really make Arsenal favourites right now on that basis. They're in good form, they're defending well. Teams look like they can't score past them right now. But I look at that game when they go to the London to the Spurs, to White Hart Lane. It is White Hart Lane now.
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
I think that is going to be the game. I really believe that. And if Arsenal can go there and get 3 points, they'll certainly deserve to win the title. But I believe that is a pivotal match for them.
Opta make Manchester City the favourites with a 40% chance of winning the title. Then it's Liverpool on 31 and Arsenal, who currently are in top spot in the table, a 29% chance. Does that seem fair to you, Roy?
I'm not really sure. I don't think that certainly wouldn't bother Arsenal if you're... Do you know what? I try and put myself in each camp here. And
it's a prediction rather than a prophecy, isn't
of course,
it?
Yeah, I get that, Kelly. Yeah, no, I think if you're in... Do I look at if I was in the Arsenal camp, I'd be quite confident that we'd win the league. But I'd also be in Liverpool's camp today. I wouldn't panic so much. You take the draw when you're a goal down with 5 or 10 minutes to go. You take the draw. And also, if I was in City's camp, I'd be quite comfortable. I have to say, I think all the 3 teams must fancy their chances. And when people talk about the difficulties of the remaining games, winning league titles is meant to be difficult. It's not meant to be easy. It's meant to be hard. You have to put everything into it. You need a little bit of luck. You need your top players' performance. I wouldn't take too much notice of this percentage stuff. Who could win it? Because you look at the games and the performance over the weekend. As I said, I'd still be comfortable to be any of the camps that are going for that title.
Roy, you've been there and done it. If you could be in one dressing right now, where would it be?
I'd probably go with... I'd be probably more comfortable probably in the City dressing room.
Because they've done it.
Just that bit. And even their reaction to last week and, you know, they've really used their squad over the last few games. They scored 8 goals in 2 games. I know they've conceded a few soft goals. But really, from that experience, and because of Pep and people like De Bruyne, I'd probably want to be in City's camp. But I'd also look at Arsenal the weekend, and they're big and strong, and they're scoring goals, they're solid at the back. And I wouldn't be so bad to be in the Liverpool camp. If you're asking me, I went with Liverpool last week. Am I allowed to change my mind?
Yes. Change your mind next week again if you want.
When you look at those fixtures, Roy, if there's one team that you think could win,
I think Man City will win all their games there.
Well, that's probably what's being factored into
of course,
the percentage chances
that's exactly.
of winning
that doesn't
it.
mean to say it's going to happen, of course.
No.
But I just think with City's track record, the way the players, the squad they've used, even bringing in a couple of younger players over the weekend. But of course, there's challenges ahead again. Jamie's mentioned there with Champions League and whatever injuries that might come up. And you look, of course, and Arsenal going to Spurs is a huge game, without a doubt.
And that's what we're factoring into this. It's not just the quality of the opposition, but all the emotion that comes into it, the fact that Champions League, Europa League football is going to come into it and the effects that might have. That's before you even start to look at injuries, plus previous experience in title races. And that maybe is why City are many people's pick to be the team that can win their remaining games. Now, obviously, if either Liverpool or Arsenal also do that, it's out of City's hands. But if they're the team who are most likely to do that...
But it's never been done 4 years in a row. There's a reason for that, because of the demands and the other teams up around you. Obviously, look at Arsenal, the hunger they must have to win that title. Again, the disappointment for Liverpool today, how they recover from that. All these, as you said, that emotional roller coaster you have to deal with, and that's where the managers come into it, who can handle it. Like Klopp, again, after the game today, I thought he was spot on. That vast experience, yeah, we're disappointed, but we'll cope and we'll roll with it, and there's plenty more games to be had. That's where these managers, brilliant, world-class managers, and Arteta probably still has to get to that level of the other 2 managers, but he's doing a brilliant job, and he's got that hunger. That's why it's intriguing with these personalities of these managers, who can get them over the line and deal with the disappointments if you do have one. Just like Liverpool will have to deal with the disappointment today. But as I said, I've been there when you come after a game and players are disappointed, but you might look back and go, lads, when you're a goal down with 5-10 minutes to go, don't be that disappointed with a point.
That
Whatever about the performance.
That might be the point that wins them the title. Who knows? That can happen. We might look back at this a moment of what a big point it was. I mean, in terms of the title race, you look at Jurgen Klopp and the way that he's managed it today, it would have been easy for him to maybe come and say, yeah, it was 2 points dropped, but he doesn't want to put the pressure on his players. He wants to take it away from them, and that's why I think he's a genius, and he handles the press so well. He handles his players, the emotions, and that's why this is the best Premier League title race we've ever seen. We've got 3 runners, 3 fantastic sides, great players, managers. This is going to go right to the wire. I can even see it going to the last day. That helicopter, the trophy in the sky.
The dynamics of all the managers.
Perfect.
Pep, one of the greatest managers of all time. Klopp's done an amazing job at Liverpool, and again, he's leaving. The emotion side of that. Arteta's done a brilliant job at Arsenal in terms of winning the FA Cup, rebuilding last year, heavily criticised, saying they bottled it and all this type of carry-on. They've regrouped, recruited really well in the summer. 3 really outstanding players have come into their club and have made them a lot stronger, and they're very much in the mix. But we go back to it. It could be goal difference. It could be a refereeing decision. It's so exciting.
3 teams, 1 point, 7 games to go.